Pete Doherty, 43, has spilled the beans on his infamous romance with supermodel Kate Moss, claiming he truly went off the rails after falling in love with the mom of one. The star has been recalling the time period in the late 00s that saw him allegedly scrapping with Rolling Stone Ronnie Wood and being booted off Sadie Frost's yacht for smoking drugs, after falling in love with Kate and enjoying a turbulent relationship. Pete also claims his former girlfriend once tried to get him to stop using heroin during their time together, but was unsuccessful in her attempt. The Libertines singer says he had been pretty debauched prior to meeting the iconic model, 48, at her 31st birthday party in 2005, but it became a whole new thing once he was propelled to worldwide fame. In his new memoir, A Likely Lad, the British singer recalls arriving at the birthday bash at Kate's Cotswolds mansion, where he performed, with a shoebox full of drugs and rubbed shoulders with several random celebrities. Despite some of the rich and famous not being too pleased to see Pete, including the father of Kate's daughter, Jefferson Hack, the Baby Shambles singer caught the eye of the birthday girl. "I remember thinking, wow, this is a bit of me, big country house with a pool and fancy carpets and strange artwork, and this girl I fell head over heels in love with," Pete recalls in his new book, according to The Sun. He goes on to explain how the love-struck pair got matching tattoos within a week of meeting, with Kate also inviting him to move into her lavish mansion. However, things weren't always so rosy, with Pete's struggles with drug addiction causing problems for the pair throughout their time together. Pete claims Kate was horrified by his scuffles with the law, including the time he ended up on remand in Pentonville Prison, North London, on charges of robbery and blackmail after an incident with a former pal. The charges were later dropped. The dad of two also admits to selling stories to the press regarding Kate, claiming he did so to raise funds to settle his drug debts and legal fees. That was the running battle for the next 2.5 years, really, the drugs and her obsession with the tabloids and her image, he writes in A Likely Lad. Kate's big thing was not taking her for a C. It was her favorite expression. When Kate and Pete were snapped alongside a substance that appeared to be cocaine in a recording studio in September 2005, the model accused her then-boyfriend of being the one who sold the pictures to the press. She said, "If you didn't sell the photos, how did they get in the papers?" Pete recalls in his book. "And I couldn't say? I just presumed a friend of mine must have done it." Pete and Kate dated on and off between 2005 to 2007, even having a wedding ceremony in Thailand at one point during their romance. Recalling some of the crazier times in their relationship, Pete writes in his memoir how the pair ended up losing a car in Ibiza and had to walk to a party in the dark, after the singer accidentally drove the vehicle off a cliff. The What a Waster singer, who tied the knot in France last year, also claims he had a scuffle with Rolling Stone singer Ronnie Wood as Kate slept, as well as alleging he got booted off Sadie Frost's yacht due to being caught smoking crack on board. At one point during their relationship, Kate apparently got Pete to get an naltrexone implant, used to reduce the effects of heroin, but it didn't stop the singer using. In his memoir, Pete claims using the implant fed my head right up. After Kate's stint in an Arizona rehab in 2005, and Pete's failure to get clean, the pair split up. At the time, Kate issued a public statement, telling fans, "I take full responsibility for my actions. I also accept that there are personal issues that I need to address and have started taking the difficult, yet necessary, steps to resolve them." They quickly reunited though, thanks to a friend helping them meet in secret, and by October 2006 they were engaged to be married. The infamous couple even had a quasi-wedding ceremony on a beach in Thailand in January 2007, with Sir David Tang and Sarah Ferguson unusual holiday partners for the rock and roll couple. Despite having the ceremony, which saw them wrap snakes around each other's necks, it wasn't a blissful time period for the newlyweds, thanks to Pete going AWOL and ending up getting arrested for doing drugs on the island. Kate and David Tang came to bail me out of the police station, and I was so out of my head I called Kate a PRK and did a flying kick at her, then ran off down a motorway, Pete remembers in his book. The next thing I woke up at Heathrow in a pair of Thai policemen's shorts, didn't even have my passport. Kate and Pete eventually went their separate ways for good the following year, with both loved up and settled with new partners. Last year, the Libertines frontman tied the knot with fiancée Katya Davidas in a lavish French ceremony on September 30th, just 2 days after the pair revealed to fans that they were engaged. The happy couple became husband and wife at the Demon St. Clair Hotel in the French city of Doherty, close by where the pair have resided for the last 3 years. Having famously struggled with drug addiction over the years, Pete has battled his demons of late and is said to be 3 years clean and sober after sitting down with Puta Madre's bandmate Katya in France. I'm in recovery. I suppose I'm 2.5 years clean of heroin, which is a big deal for me, and yet I'm ticking along writing music, still writing music, the dad of 2 told BBC Scotland last year. In A Likely Lad, Pete pays tribute to his wife, crediting her with saving his life and keeping him on the right track. A Likely Lad is available to buy now on Amazon. Frank offers confidential advice about drugs and addiction. Email Frank at talktofrank.com, message 82111 or call 0300-123-6600, or the NHS has information about getting help. Do you have a story to sell? Get in touch with us at webcelebsatmirror.co.uk or call us direct at 0207 29 33 033.